Damn, Z.
Hey, we've been a little busy in the last...
Always screwing up.
Well, we all knew I was a screw up. Can't get nothing right.
Let me see me. See Superman. See pineapple. Pineapple bag. Dun, dun, dun.
Look at that, I'm having rocky road.
Captions are, it says pineapple bag. Pineapple day. This thing types as well as I do.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Aaron. Wade, how are you? Zia and I now do exercises before we come on the show, and now it feels like we're going to have heart attacks when we start the show.
Well, Lost in Space says, love that Superman.
It's a great Superman. What's there not to love? So we just came on, so we only have 4 people up right now. So
Hi, Brian.
if you guys need to go run and get a water or coffee or whatever you would like to drink, go for it. Because we'll sit
Hi,
like
Aaron.
this.
Hi, Sam.
We'll sit like this for a little while while people come on, and then we'll start the show. Start the show. I want you to know Zia just had exercises, and then she almost had a heart attack, and now she's eating ice cream.
Hell yeah.
Ha.
I didn't almost have a heart attack.
I did. I had a heart attack.
Aaron says, greetings from very sunny Singapore.
Great.
Greetings
We're from very cloudy New York.
Yeah.
Cloudy and rainy New York. So the weather has not been great here. It goes up and down, and everybody's getting sick. And it's been gray for the last couple of days. I need my sunlight. And Randy Funk is with us, Doug Raleigh, Ford. So we're going to give it a couple minutes while everybody's coming on. Ice rain in Ottawa. I hate ice rain. It hurts. Not a fan of ice rain. So, especially if you're like on a bicycle and you're in ice rain, that sucks.
Right, where in Louisiana are you?
So has everybody been well in the crazy weather? And Ruben the Summer is watching. So we're just waiting for everybody to load in. We just came on, so we give it a couple minutes. And then we start. Probably in the next minute or two, we'll start.
Okay.
Snowy in Quebec. He's in Bossier City, sister city to Shreveport. Don't they have a Comic-Con in Shreveport? Somehow I feel like Dad's
I know
been
they
there.
have one in New Orleans. I don't know if they have one in Shreveport.
Thank you, Sam. Well, us people in New York do ride bikes in icy storms because we're just that badass.
Oh, Brent says GeekCon, yes. Oh, so when is GeekCon this year?
Because Zia wants to go. Zia likes GeekCon. All right, so since we're waiting for the load up and we already have 10 to 9 people on board with us, hey Phil, I wanted to, because people are picking up stuff and then they're posting as if I'm selling stuff. And it's just like, you can't believe everything you read on Facebook or Instagram, guys. So I just want to clarify that I am posting up old stuff as well as posting up stuff for the show. But if you actually read what is above the picture, or below the picture, it usually says what I'm doing. So for you who think I'm selling Cheap Trick tonight or the Phantom piece I found, I'm not selling those. First of all, the Phantom piece I found was a color Xerox, and the Cheap Trick piece I found was a stat. So Cheap Trick, actually, I believe, somehow I feel like that was done before I got here or as I got at Continuity. The Phantom one, I feel he may have...
Or just read on Facebook?
The Phantom one, I feel... it may have been like a cover that Neal did, because I do remember when the movie came out that Neal was really disappointed by it. So I don't know if he did that other piece I found that I posted right before that movie came out. So you kind of have to watch what I'm doing. And, well, you can't, because actually in this case somebody else picked up my thing and then wrote this was going to be on the show. So if you find a piece you're interested in, I can't guarantee it's a piece that I have that I'm selling on the show. Because what I did was I went through a number of our files and found some old newspaper stuff and magazine stuff that we did a zillion years ago. And I'm going to be posting those up because I think they're super cool. But like they're Teletrack ads and Reynolds Wrap ads, but all this like page-sized artwork of selling with balloons and comic art. So it's kind of cool that we worked on Bonkers. We worked on Archway Cookies Milkman. We worked on, we just worked on so many different things at Continuity that it's fun to show the stuff that most people don't get to see in between all the Batman art that you all know very well. So what I was doing was digging up some ancient stuff to put up just as entertainment of look at the other stuff that Neal has done besides the stuff we saw on the show. So make sure, like I said, to read what I'm saying on Facebook to understand it. And usually, if you're on the Neal Adams Appreciation page and you see stuff, go over to the Neal Adams Comic Artist, and no doubt you'll find what they're posting off of me, where they took away my words and just stole my pictures to put up and put their own words on it. So, okay. So now that I have cleared that, always good to go to the Neal
That's okay.
Adams.
Like 15, 20 minutes in, somebody's going to go, did you do the Cheap Trick one yet?
I know. The Neal Adams Comic Artist is really the place to go if you want to know what's really going on. That statue looks awesome in real life. I took it out and placed it in our sitting room besides the Tarzan of the Apes special edition hardcover. That's really cool. I'm glad you loved it. This is a great piece. We showed other pieces of Jason's on Wednesday night, and I'm going to re-show those this coming Wednesday night again. But I personally love the Going Ape statue, so I pulled it out. I know Jason had a very limited supply of these. He doesn't say. They say limited. Oh, they said limited to 750, but only 500 were made. But I don't really know how many Jason actually has. But he's selling these for 200. And Phil bought one last week, and basically he's saying he loves it. So I'm very happy about that. Jason gave us a video spin around, so I don't have to do it as clunky as I did it. So
Actually, can you turn it towards the camera so that the Instagrammers can see?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was towards camera. I had just started to spin it a bit. So this is, well, since we're talking about this is the Going Ape statue. I'm going to put something white behind it instead of Superman, so you're seeing it better. Going Ape is the first statue ever done based on Neal's art, sculpted by Jason. Jason is Neal's son. Jason did it originally as a model kit, but was able to work out a deal with Real Art Studios to do the painted statue. These had been in storage because the owner of Real Art Studio died, but Jason was eventually able to have them sent to him. Each was signed by Neal and Jason when it was manufactured, so they both their signatures sit at the bottom, which is down there.
Hold on.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, so both Neal and Jason have signed the bottom of this. And like I said, Phil bought one last week. He already got it, and he loves it. And he put it next to the Neal Adams Tarzan. I guess, is that the red box? The Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan thing, or another Tarzan? But he put it next to some other Tarzan thing that he had in the house. And he says he will post pictures on the appreciation page. Cool. Thank you, Phil. Jason would love that. So apparently these are normally $300 to buy. Jason is selling them for $200. So if anyone is interested in purchasing a Tarzan of the Going Ape statue, I do have them available.
An Amazing Spider Ham says, I grabbed the 1974 Neal Adams Index magazine the other day. Awesome.
Neat. That's great. The red box, you also have signed copies. Yes. Okay, so I'm also going to give the size of this because some people have asked, what is the size? So the statue stands about maybe 10 inches tall. And it is about, I would say 7 inches wide, 7.5 inches wide. So 10 by 7.5. It is based on a drawing that Neal did, which a lot of us know. I would think everybody who watches the show knows it. I'm going to turn it this way. It's a great piece. Neal was really happy with this. Okay, so James Travis, where you wrote, want a Tarzan here.
Are you claiming a Tarzan?
Right. If you are claiming a Tarzan, it's great. Or if you're claiming anything from our show tonight, because we didn't really go through how this works, it's good to write it in the comment bar the same way everybody's been saying hello to us. We'll see you there, and James Travis is claiming one. Yay! Thank you, James. So the next thing you do after you say, I'd like to claim one, and we say, yay, James wants to buy one, which is us acknowledging that, then the best thing to do is to, during the show, after the show, direct message us your name, your address where we're shipping, and an email address for us to then be able to send you a PayPal bill in order for you to pay. So thank you very much. I'm going to do my first bomb of the night. Woo! So we're going to get it going. Okay. I did get new bombs, guys. I hope you guys do a big one because I think I got big, messy bombs.
Oh, boy.
So I'm hoping we can do a big bomb tonight. Okay, James, that sounds great. So this is for you, James, for buying a Jason statue.
Woohoo!
Oh, that's a cute one. It has little gold dots. Dots. So thank you. Do you have the pen?
Yes.
Okay. We're just going to get you in. And that's right, 7:48, and a bomb already has been done. So like I said, Jason probably has a couple more of these. I don't think he has a ton of them, but he does have a couple of them. So if anybody else is interested in the Tarzan statue, it is available. And once again, thank you, James, for purchasing that. I'm sure Jason would say thank you, James. And here. I will even scoop up and we'll do one more. Okay, so I'm gonna move my pineapple. And we'll put Jason's statue over here. So it's still around for people. I'm gonna go through my note over here. Okay, so basically I was gonna start tonight with my triptych. So I'm noticing that triptychs are coming back in style. I'm seeing other people doing triptychs. So this is a triptych, and all a triptych means is that you took a painting and you split it into 3 pieces, but it's a continuation of the same painting. Now, some people like to put them where they are butted up next to each other, like that. Some people like to spread them so that you're seeing that it's obviously 3 different paintings that create a painting. So basically this is the original paintings were paintings were done by Neal. Neal sat and was doing kind of pop art paintings and I would say more comic book type painting, less pop arty pieces. These were 3 feet by 3 feet each. Originally, when they were painted by Neal, they were done on canvas, and this was sold to a art dealer, I believe. So what we did was we decided to do a giclee of it, and since most people don't have 9 feet of living room wall to donate to a triptych, we reduced the size of this down to, this is 1 foot by 1 foot, right?
Yes.
So it's 1 foot by 1 foot, so the 3 pieces together equal 3 feet. So it's 3 feet by 1 foot. So it's a really nice size. I have seen this hung in people's apartments that have bought them. It looks really cool. If I didn't have bookcases all over my house because of Pete, and yes, I just sold Pete down the river, I would definitely get one of these and hang it up because I think these are really cool. We sell this for $800. It is signed by Neal because we've had these for a while. Signature's down here. That's an original Neal Adams signature at the feet of Superman. The 3 pieces together are $800 to buy that complete the painting. We don't have, I think we have maybe 2 or 3 complete ones left, and that's going to be it. This did not have a big run of any kind on it. This is a very small run. And like I said, it looks great when it hangs up. I do, because we don't have many left, I have plastic over these, which that's why the face is getting a little
Distorted.
Yeah, like the light is catching the plastic on Superman. But because I don't have many, I don't want to take it out of the plastic because it's protected. But he looks great.
Focus on him.
So $800 for Superman, which was painted by Neal. These are giclees of those paintings that were painted by Neal. I think everybody needs some Superman in their life right now. He definitely makes life happier than Batman sometimes. So $800 for Superman. And I'm going to move on. Okay. I'm going to put my Supermans back here. All right, so ZD.
Lost in Space B9 says, love it, have one on my wall.
There you go. There's somebody with it. And I want to say that the back of this is like a framed canvas.
Yep.
So they can just go right up on your wall. They're very sturdy and nice.
Hold on, I have to text Nick because he's trying to call me.
Okay. Because he doesn't know it's Friday night and we're on. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? Of course.
That's a song.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so next up, I want to show the Green Lantern Green Arrow since we're on Neal Adams painted giclees. We sold some of these to you guys as giclée paper. This is the giclée canvas. And this was a huge painting that was, what was it, 4 feet by 4 feet? 5
Yep.
feet by 5 feet.
It's 4
It
by
was
4.
huge, 4 by 4. This is 2 by 2. Well, it's 2.
Looks about 2 by 2, but
2
I
by
could be
2.
wrong.
No, it makes sense. If it was 4, this would be 2. Yes. Yes. 2 feet. Yeah, it's bigger than 2 feet. It's like 2.5 feet. They come signed. Neal tore the plastic open and signed them here. So it's signed by Neal in green at the bottom. It is a big fight between Hal Jordan Green Lantern and Green Arrow. And we sell this for $500. And like I said, it is signed by Neal.
I'm sorry for all the highlights on it.
Yeah, it's wrapped in plastic as well. So Kelly Russ just said the Green Lantern Green Arrow giclée is amazing in person. I can only imagine this one. So yeah, it's a beautiful canvas. Again, it is a framed canvas, so it can go right up on the wall. You don't have to get it framed. They're really sturdy and nice, and we have a limited amount of these. So both the Superman giclée and the Green Lantern Green Arrow canvas giclées are very limited in the run that we did on them.
And this was flat-handed, right?
And Happy Towers just said, I love, love, love this. It's behind me when I'm on video calls. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people bought this as giclée paper, the fancy watercolor paper that we do our giclées on. This one, like I said, is on canvas. So it is more like the actual painting that Neal did, because the actual painting that Neal did was on canvas.
Hi, Jolie. Which reminds me, we need to call Joel when we're done.
Okay.
But it's not like an emergency that we have to do.
Okay. No problem. No problemo. Okay, here we go, guys. Plastic. So if anybody has any questions or anybody wants to see something off the bat, you can shout it out. We're very casual tonight. The Casual Friday with Chris and Zia. Rich is getting better, but he's not 100% yet. But he is getting better, so that's good. All right, so I was going to do some little heads. Then I was going to do some prints, and we're going to do some arts, and we're going to do some CGCs. So we're going to be all over the place, see?
Okay.
Okay, so I decided to start with my 8.5 by 11. This is Hal Jordan, obviously Green Lantern. And this is 500 or 600?
It's called 600.
600. 600 to buy. We did not do pans and scans of these. He's going to have to focus a little bit.
Yep.
But she's got it. This is a really nice Hal Jordan piece. And I like the fact that Neal didn't finish off his head. And that's the way Neal did it. This isn't like one we found where Neal didn't finish it.
Right.
This is a little bit more designed. It is the way that Neal wanted it. It wasn't like he left it this way.
And he actually did a Batman or two like this, where he didn't do the back of the head, but he may have indicated a little bit of a line back there.
Right.
Or
It
not.
is signed by Neal at the bottom. Now this is original art now that we're selling, just to clarify that. This is $600 to buy, and this is a really nice designed Hal Jordan. A lot different than a lot of the other Hal Jordans that he drew. I personally like this one. I'll put it on this side. I'm just going to move my sticker over on this one. I will say the Deadpool movie should be popping up sooner or later. This is a really nice full Deadpool. And this one is $500 to buy. It is a signed piece by Neal on the side here. I think in videos of our past, we probably even have Neal showing this and selling it. So we have Deadpool, which Neal, if you're looking for characters that Neal hasn't done that many headshots of, I would put Deadpool in that. I think maybe he did 4 or 5 Deadpools. So $500 for Deadpool. Yeah, this is kind of like a bust. You're right, Happy Towers. Okay, next up. Okay, this is a really nice, I was going to say Hal Jordan. Green Arrow, Oliver
Queen.
For $800, pen and ink, Neal Adams, and it's signed down here by Neal. This may be our last Green Arrow that's nice and full like this. I may have more of those really true profile pieces, but this is a nice big head one. It is $800 to buy. Nice mad Green Arrow, $800. Pen and ink Neal, signed piece by Neal. Okay. I think this is my last Hulk, guys. So this is Hulk by Neal. Neal actually did a couple of different Hulks when he was working with the Hulk profiles. This again is a fairly large one. The price on this is $600. It is pencil and ink Neal with a nice Neal Adams signature out there. We have Hulk. So these are nice pieces of art to pick up. Nicely priced, I will say. And, we're really getting down to the bottom of these at this point. So now's the time. If you've been sitting on the thought process of getting these, it's a nice price to walk in with. $600 is not as high price as other pieces. It is original art. It can go on the payment plan. The way the payment plan works is you put a third or a quarter down of the amount as a down payment. You can pay the remaining balance off in increments that you can choose. So if you want to do $20 in a month, as long as there is an amount of money that comes in monthly, then we are okay. There is no interest or penalties. We really don't bother too many people. And if we do, it's only because you've got a really long time and we either haven't seen you on the show or we haven't heard from you in a while. So we may then ask, is everything okay? But most people who have bought stuff on our show have bought it this way. This is Harley Quinn, pen and ink for $600. It has a Neal Adams signature on it. I also want to point out, since we're on the front end of the show, and I normally say this at the back end of the show, if you're watching this and we're no longer live, you can always direct message us if there's a piece that you see that you want to get. So we had actually a lot of pieces go from Wednesday to today. Actually, a lot of people came on and were picking up pieces from last Wednesday night.
Oh, and also another thing, I like to say, sharing is caring. So please share while we're on so that other people get to come in and enjoy this.
This is true.
I know you guys like to keep us for yourselves, but it's nice to share.
So this is another 8.5 by 11 profile head. This one is night owl. And I will say this may be the only night owl that Neal drew. So this may be a one of a kind. I don't remember Dad doing night owl. I mean, if he did a night owl outside of this one, it was done at a convention because somebody asked him to do it. And yes, that's true. Happy Towers swooped in last week and he got that really nice Wolverine head, which was the last one. And that was big because that was on the first design paper that we were doing profile heads on. So this is 600?
600.
600 for Night Owl. Nice piece by Neal. Okay, next piece up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Damn it, I can't remember which one.
I don't remember.
Maybe it's Michelangelo. I don't know. The guys will know. Rich always knew, and he would say it so I wouldn't have to think.
Right, exactly. We're missing our third leg of the three-legged chair. And
That's okay.
Brent,
We have you guys.
Brent got his Havoc on Wednesday. You got a really nice Havoc, Brent. That was a great buy. This is my Ninja Turtle signed by Neal. And again, beautiful piece of art here.
Yeah, jelly, anyone? Raphael.
Raphael. Thank you, Andrea. I didn't even think you were out there, Andrea, because I found a piece today that I thought might work with your Superman. I still have not located the white running one yet, but don't give up because I'm actually coming in this weekend to do some cleanup and work on some arch stuff. So I might find one. So we don't have to make a decision yet. Okay, this is obviously Joker. Joker is 600, I believe.
Yes.
600 to buy. It is a signed piece by Neal at the bottom. And Neal does, I mean, of the Jokers that Neal has out there, he's got probably 5 or 6 different types of Jokers out there that he's done. Kind of like Batman, he's got a mess of different Batman positions that he's done. He's done many different Jokers. More long, elongated chins, shorter chins, buzzier hair, longer, crazy hair. He's got many different Jokers out there. How about Dark Knight 3 for Andrea? We showed Dark Knight 3 to Andrea last, I think, Wednesday. But I found something, it was interesting. I was cleaning up art on our cutting board, and the colors actually grabbed me. And I was like, wow, that's a really nice color thing. And then I realized what it was. And then it also had, it was both drawings, the Superman, Kryptonite, Nevermore, and the other drawing were drawn at about the same time period. So it has a connection in that the artwork kind of looks similar.
Did you pack up Andrea's storm today?
Yes.
Okay.
She knows it.
No, I know, but we had talked about showing it. And it just clicked with me just now. I'm like, oh, no.
I packed
we were gonna
it.
show it.
Now I packed it up and gave her tracking number.
No.
Okay, so we
Well, I
have...
scanned it, so we can post the scan.
Right. So this is Batman Profile. This is 600 to buy, pen and ink Neal with a Neal Adams signature. So again, nice piece here. Okay, those are my profiles for tonight. You'll put them over there. So since Andrea is on,
I can't wait until you see your storm like in person. I am so in love with that piece.
Plastic.
Chris had to pry it out of my hands to send it.
There. I lost my big plastic safe.
You just had it.
Oh, it's over there. It's because it's see-through. You can't see it.
I know.
Okay, so this is for Andrea. So Andrea bought this, and she's looking for a Batman. So what I liked about it, like I said, I was on the cutting board. This was next to it, and it was kind of like the color scheme kind of worked well together. And then I felt the time period made the pieces kind of work together.
You have to, Chris.
Yes.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Angle this way a little bit. This way.
This way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also
A little bit more.
a little bit more.
Yeah. A little bit more. Gorgeous.
Okay. And I'm gonna do it over here. That's easier for me.
Okay.
Okay. Now in real life, the color together on these is a little richer and a little darker than what you see on camera.
Yeah, these are beautiful pieces next to each other.
Yeah, but the orange and yellow of the Superman works really well with the blues and grays of the Batman. So I thought this is a possibility. Now this is not the actual cover. This is actually a commission piece where somebody had Neal redo the cover. Neal made the werewolf bigger in it than the original werewolf. So what you're looking at here is a 13 by 19 giclée. And it is not signed by Neal because we made this after Neal had passed. So this would get a hologram Neal Adams signature on the back of it. And this is a $200 giclée. Sorry about that, Andrea. But again, I just like the color between this to this was very nice. And the size of it is 13 by 19. If you're interested in buying the Superman, for those people who don't own one, we're doing this for Andrea because Andrea bought the Superman Kryptonite Nevermore, and she's looking for a Batman kind of match frame it. So we've been showing her different Batmans that can go against it. The Superman Nevermore is $100 to buy. It is also 13 by 19, and it is signed by Neal somewhere.
I think that's one of your display copies.
So maybe this one isn't, but we do sell it with Neal Adams signature. So 200, and anyone can buy this. I have more of these. 200 of the Batman Werewolf, 100 on Superman Nevermore, Kryptonite Nevermore. Okay, I'm gonna put these down. That was really for Andrea. Okay, I still have the Peter Pan record where this was made just for us. It is the Red Blood record where the red records are different. Each one is a little different from the other. It is red in color.
Yep, they're semi-transparent.
Right. And you get a Monsters comic book that has never been published as a comic before. With it, it is $50 to buy. And these are still available. Comes with a print. This is only through Continuity for $50. And Zia signs the Monster comic book because she redid the cover and colored it. So this is like a cool package. Like I said, the records are red. If I get the light on this right, you'll see the red to it. So it looks like red blood. Hard to see, it comes out black.
Yeah, you need like a light behind it or something.
Like,
Can you turn on the light to your phone?
yeah, I probably can. We do this, it's red. All right, here we go. We're gonna get fancy with my phone. Maybe in utilities. Nope, it's not in utilities.
No, if you turn off your screen and open it up again, it should.
Huh? I'm not gonna find my flashlight.
Okay.
If I open my screen, okay, so I'm gonna shut off my screen.
Right, and then you turn your screen back on again, you'll see the little thing on the bottom.
Oh, okay, right. Gotcha.
And you gotta hold it. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so it's a blood red record. It does have little blood black that goes through it, so it does look like blood. And these can only be bought. It has Neal's original monster story from Peter Pan Records that was out in the later 70s. Now I just have to get you guys back on my phone.
Sorry.
Okay. Gotcha, guys. You're back. Right. It's vinyl. It's awesomeness, as Happy Towers just said. This is the comic book, which, again, there's only a limited edition of, I think it was 100. This is the only time this has been printed as a comic book. So this is a interesting comic to own. Talk about limited editions here. And this is kind of under the radar because we're the only ones who have it. We really have not advertised this big time. But it is Neal's Frankenstein Werewolf Dracula story in a comic book format that comes with this record. And it has this print which comes from the back of the original Peter Pan record album cover. Because I had found the negative to it and handed it to them, and then they printed it. So a nice $50 package. Like I said, Zia can sign the comic book if you'd like. And we have a limited amount of these left. This came out for New York Comic Con. So we've had these since New York Comic Con. And we're down to the bottom of what we have left of these. So now's the time to make the move on that if that's something you've been thinking about. Uh-oh, now I got the dots. Now I've done
Derp.
it. Now I've done it. Okay. It's a problem with shooting off a bomb on the front end of the show.
There you go.
All right. I did say that I would do some CGCs, and then we're going to move on to some minimal amount of prints tonight, and then we're going to do original art.
Steve Ritchie Art is asking, have you come across any dark side profile sketches or like Wolverine or Silver Surfer ones?
We
Do you
do
still
Silver
have-
Surfer.
Or didn't the Silver Surfer get sold?
I thought we still had Silver Surfer.
I remember somebody was eyeing it. I just can't remember whether they
Maybe
bought it.
Silver Surfer went.
Because I think I got bent because it went in black and white and I didn't get to color it.
Oh, that's right. You're right. We did sell the Silver Surfer. He went and Wolverine went. So those two have gone. What I could do is I could write your name down, and there's a possibility we may. I know I'm out of Wolverine. We may have one more Silver Surfer left. So what was his name?
Steve.
Yep.
Ritchie, Ritchey.
Okay. And
Art.
he's art. And
And
he's
he's
on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yep.
Silver Surfer.
All right, so Steve, if you can send us a DM, and if we can find the Silver Surfer,
Yeah,
we'll let you know.
I'm gonna be at Continuity tomorrow, so I will look. If I have one, I'll show it to you.
Oh, he says just Dark Side. I don't think we have
Oh, I
Dark
don't
Side.
have Dark Side.
Or Dark Seed, however you say his name.
I say Dark Side. Nope, Dark Side I don't have. Neal was he didn't do a lot of Dr. Dooms. He didn't do any Dark Sides. I mean, we got a couple of Galactuses out of him. I think we got like 2 Dr. Dooms out of him. Okay, so what I have up right now is, this is a sketch cover. So this does fall into the art category. So this can be put on a payment plan if you would like, because it is original art that has been CGC'd. Yeah, Happy Towers just said, yes, Silver Surfer did sell.
Yeah. No, I remember because I was a little bent that I don't get to color it.
So,
although I'm also a little relieved that I don't get to color it. It's a love-hate.
well, you go
bittersweet.
crazy and make it so reflectively crazy.
I was ready to start taking photos of like getting like a silver ball and making like galaxy thing around it so I can get the reflections right. Yeah, I was ready to go crazy.
So whoever bought the Silver Surfer should come back and have Zia color it.
If you want to see Zia go to a loony bin.
Okay. So we're looking at a CGC that is a 9.6, but it is original art. It is Thor, God of Thunder, #1. It does have the nice little Thor emblem, which I believe you cannot get anymore. It is a yellow label, which makes it also cool.
You know what else would work? Because I know they've made Silver Surfer model kits that are like super reflective, chromey.
Mm-hmm.
I could get one of those.
Okay, so this is $3,000 to buy. I brought the price down.
Oh, let me fix that then.
Yes.
Boop. There we go. Look at that.
We're going to bring it down to $3,000 tonight. This is, again, a yellow label. What makes it cool, besides the fact that that is an original Neal Adams Thor drawing in there, is that it has this little Thor emblem that you cannot get anymore. It was very limited at the time, and we just got this in under that time limit. So we got the nice little Thor emblem from CGC on a Thor comic book. The Thor is God of Thunder #1 with an original Neal Adams drawing on it. So if you're into Thor, this is a nice way to pick up a Thor by Neal. $3,000. It is a 9.6. Is the CGC price.
Yeah, Steve Ritchie art. Yeah, I've seen those. I've actually used those for other stuff, but since it's a flat piece of art, it wouldn't really work for what I'm doing. But if I had a model that was nice and reflective, I could do it. I know I can do it. I can do it. Chris, I can do it.
You can do it,
I can do
Zeke. You can do it. In your next life, you can do it.
No, I can do it in this life.
Okay. This is a comic that a lot of people did not see or get. We're selling this for $200. This is a comic. It is not original artwork. It is a 9.6. It is the Uncanny Avengers #1 variant cover. Since we're marveling tonight, here is a Havoc. I'm going to push it forward so it's less reflective. $200. It's got a great shot of Havoc. The Uncanny Avengers. Nice piece. Yellow label. 9.6.
Well, Lance says Mike has pics of life-size Silver Surfer statue, fully reflective. Yeah, but it's got to have a galaxy reflective. That's why I need my own. I need my own. You don't know how crazy I'm gonna get.
So anyone out there who has a Silver Surfer right now, drawn by Neal,
And you want to put Zia in a loony bin, send it in for
you
color.
can always direct message us.
Oh my, like how? Oh, that Mike. Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to go on with the show while you guys just talk about Silver Surfer for the rest of the night.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
13 by 19. This is it. We're back to giclees. We're hopping all over the place.
I know, we're back to DCU too.
Right.
You have to rotate towards me, please.
Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. So this is kind of based on a
251.
revise of 251. This is an amazing piece in real life. It's very dense in color. Really nice artwork. I'm trying to get it not to reflect. I could take it out of the plastic. Maybe I'll do that.
You might have to.
I'm going to take it out of the plastic tonight because we have more of these. So. Okay.
There you go.
Does that help?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the color looks much better here. So it is Batman and Joker. There are still playing cards here. Neal has put Catwoman on the Batman playing cards, and he's got Harley Quinn on the Joker's hand of cards. It has the city background, very similar to 5-way or 251. Like I said, the color on this is amazing. This is a giclée 13 by 19. It is $200 to buy. This was done after Neal had passed away, so this would get a Neal Adams hologram signature for the back of it.
Yeah, the signature that you see on it is printed off of the
The
painting,
painting.
which Dad did sign at the time.
Right. But the work in this piece, it's a lot of work. He's got cars down below. He's got like Grand Central Station to the side of Batman. There's this whole underground thing going around on this side. Down here near Joker's elbow with cars. Very busy piece. A lot of things going on. Your eye definitely floats around the piece, picking up the different things that are going on. There are explosions going on. I think Dad pulled out all the stops on this piece. So a really nice piece. Again, 13 by 19 is the size of this for $200. It is on the really thick watercolor giclée paper.
Metal Elf Collectible says, I love the Joker's expression, such scope and color.
Yeah, he's got, you will come in on those teeth. His teeth are amazing.
That's a set of choppers, all right.
Yep. A great face of Joker, good eyebrows, great hair. Nice face.
Yeah, Joker does have great eyebrows.
Okay, I'm going to move on.
They're on fleek.
Okay, I'm gonna put this as where we're gonna do these separate tomorrow. Since we're here.
Okay.
Okay. I pulled these out. We haven't shown these in a while. This goes this way.
That way, yes.
Okay. These are big giclées. These again are based on paintings that Neal did. So we're going kind of back to the Green Lantern, Green Arrow, giclée I showed in canvas behind me. This is on that fancy watercolor thick paper. These are square in size. So the size on these are 20 by 20. So they're very square, obviously. This is a panel that comes out of a comic book that Neal chose to do these large paintings. The original paintings on these are
4 foot by 4 foot.
4 foot by 4 foot. We had the original paintings as well as these at the New York Comic Con.
And we're selling this for
$200. So this is somebody punching Green Lantern with the back of the head.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker punch. Bam bam. These are painted by Neal. Well, the originals were painted by Neal. These are giclées of those paintings. But this is all Neal. Neal doing Neal.
Neal.
So if you see this after the fact, we call this one Sucker Punch because they just named it. Next one up
We did like
is
that. Mine.
This is 18 by 24 in size. This is a Batman running piece. This is a painting that used to hang in our conference room downstairs. Neal, usually you would see Neal with this behind him. It's a piece that Neal did for himself. We've never really published this piece. We just decided he wanted to paint one day and painted this. Kelly Rush just said this Batman is spectacular in person. This again is $200 to buy. The size of it is 18 by 24.
And how much was it?
$200.
Okay. Sorry.
But a really nice piece, very different Batman for Neal here. Again, this was when he did this, he worked with his washes and watercolors, right?
Yeah, his pan watercolors and his washes. And I will say this giclée is very true to the original. Gorge.
Okay, $200 for Batman running. Here's another one of the square pieces. Green Lantern's head. Again, painted by Neal. This original painting we did sell during New York Comic Con. So the original of this is sold. Again, the size of this is 20 by 20. This is $200 to buy. This is an original, well, this is a giclée from the original canvas that Neal did. This is $200 to buy. The size is 20 by 20. This is all Neal Adams. And I will say, since we lived with these on our walls for a while, downstairs, they were hung on our walls downstairs. They all looked fantastic. All of the paintings were great. All of them looked fantastic. For any of you that were at New York Comic Con, you got to see the originals because we had a lot of these originals at the show. Like I said, this one sold at the show. The original is now gone.
And they don't even need, you don't have to get a frame for them. You can just hang right up. I mean, the original paintings
Right.
don't need, a frame. You can just put them on the wall and they're gorgeous.
This piece, if you look at any video from our beginning shows, you will see this at the end of the conference room table.
Hanging out behind it.
It lived behind at the end. No, it was usually next to me because I was at the end of the table. This was at the very end of the table. So this is it's got to be 13 by 19. It's a little shy of 19. 13 by 19. It is, again, Hal Jordan. This is $200 to buy. This painting is still available. And this is where Neal went a little less pop arty and a little bit more, I will say, truer to comic. And this one he really liked a lot, to be perfectly honest. This one is $200 to buy. Okay, Hal is, the paintings themselves, now this painting was not signed by Neal. Neal had passed away and he did not sign this. So this is not a signed piece on the painting. It is not a signed piece as a giclée because we did the giclée after he had passed away as well. So this would get a hologram on it. But like I said, this sat in our conference room while Neal was around, and he actually, I think, tried selling it one night himself. How much is the painting? I'm not 100% sure what the price tag was on this painting, but I can find out. We still have it here. I know you're just asking to ask. That I don't know, but if anybody is really interested in the piece, I will
DM us.
I will find out. You can just direct message us. The painting is amazing. The painting itself is
That one was a different size.
Yeah, it's like this big by this.
Yeah.
So it's not.
I can give you the actual size if you really want to know. But,
right, if you're interested in it.
A Gwillian. Actually, no, it's not a Gwillian. Andrea, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. Actually, of all of the Hal Jordan pieces, I think this one is the least amount because it is smaller. It is not, it's not in these 3 feet, 4 feet categories. This is a much smaller painting.
Actually, I do know after having done my own 4 foot by 4 foot painting, why Dad was like, I'm never doing a painting this big again.
Right.
Because it's okay doing the outside edges, but once you get to that middle bit.
Yeah. Well, when Neal did the Green Lantern Green Arrow, this one, which was huge.
Yeah.
He was so uncomfortable in trying to paint it and find a way. And even Superman, the Superman triptych, we were laying it on the conference room table. And it was like getting an angle that he was comfortable, that he could sit with.
Yeah.
And if we hung it for him, it was like too straight up and down. So these things took a while for Dad to get comfortable in doing. And he did and this is one of the last ones he did, the one we're looking at. And I will say by the time he got down to this one, he was kind of done with the huge sizes that he was working. And like I said, when he got to this one, he made this one a little bit more comic booky, a little less pop arty. The other ones have a little bit more pop artness to them.
Because doing the inking is a completely different animal than doing the color on these.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to.
Right. So the giclée of the piece, which is smaller than the original, is $200 to buy. It gets a hologram Neal Adams sticker on it. If you're interested in the painting, you can direct message us. We still have this painting. Like I said, of the original paintings, this is what sold at New York Comic Con, so this we no longer have. But the Sucker Punch one we have. The Batman Running we don't have.
Nope, that's mine.
This one we have. So I'm going to move on. So $200 for that one.
Hey, people aren't allowed to complain because Dad did offer that. Nobody got it. And I gave him the big blue eyes.
Well, the one thing we do.
Daddy, can I have it? Because I love that piece. And he said, sure.
The one thing that Z and I will always do is we will let you guys get dibs on it for weeks.
Oh, months. I think months.
Right. And then, see, I always have to
nobody's allowed to cry.
The night I decide this is the night that somebody would scoop it and take it. But we're always really good. Like that Galactus cover that all of you were like, oh my God. That was out there for years.
Yep.
And it wasn't even highly priced and nobody bought it.
So nobody's allowed to cry over that.
I want the Galactus. Okay, back to work. Okay, this is another giclée. This is the big Batman Ra's al Ghul. It is 24 by 18. This is a gorgeous piece. This again is a commissioned piece. So this original painting was commissioned by somebody out there in the real world. This is a giclée of that painting. He wanted a continuation of the Batman Ra's al Ghul fight in the desert. It's got Talia and Ubu in the background.
Very good, Chris.
Well, Boo Boo is the friend of Ubu.
Right, we have Bertman asking, how does this one look with the Superman? The triptych? It's got to be the triptych.
Does this one look with the Superman? Oh, you're
like
talking about
if you were to put them next to each other
Are
or
you
above each
asking
other?
for Andrea?
No, this is Bertman on Instagram.
It would be very hard for me to put the Superman. I mean, I could put a piece of Superman up. You want the front and back?
Oh, it's probably the front.
All right, we'll put.
I can't even get white enough to put them both in.
Yeah, that's a little difficult. Here, I can kind of do that if you want to see the color.
He says, same as Andrea. I mean, I think they look gorgeous.
Or if you had it on top, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe I could do it that way. I can actually hold two pieces and here, hold them in. They can see. I love now that I'm like stylizing everybody's house with like, oh, do you want to
let me
see
help
it
you
with,
design.
with this and this? I'll design it for you.
Let me help
Okay.
art direct your
We'll give you
display.
some idea of it that way. You can do above it.
It would have to go above it. It's Superman. He's flying. He's in the air. He's got to go above. I think that would look stunning, but that's me. Andrew, we just have Bertman on Instagram was saying he wanted to see Superman next to this Batman thing, the Superman triptych, and so now we're discussing how we're designing people's displays of Neal Adams art on their walls.
Right. Okay, so the Batman Ra's al Ghul is $200 to buy, the one we're looking at right now on camera.
Let me put in real quick.
Yeah.
Steve Ritchie art, yes, I believe we are doing original art next.
Yes, I'm going right into. I got one more thing, and then we're original art, and I have a lot of Batman. Okay, so this is $200 to buy.
Oh, Bertman said the chains one.
No, you got to be kidding me. Okay, this is my last piece, and then we're doing original art. This is a metal cover comic book. So what it means is there's a metal cover that is put on this comic that has been printed, this Batman and Catwoman piece. This was a piece we did for San Diego. Oh, I can't talk anymore. For San Diego a couple of years ago. I forget. This is the 50, I think, Batman.
It's somewhere,
50.
yeah, something like that.
Comic book interior. This is my last one, and we're selling this for $200. 200.
And I'm 98% sure that's my color.
And that's Neal Adams' signature on the top of it. It's a fantastic cover. The coloring of this is great.
Sounds like there's a wedding downstairs.
It's the only one I have for $200.
I think if we don't get a bottle of champagne from people having a wedding during our show, this is an issue.
It was a birthday party the last time. It wasn't even. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to go right into original art now. And then you'll say, but I don't want that one. Oops. Okay. So this is Buck Rogers. Now, Neal helped out Gray Morrow when Gray Morrow was on Buck Rogers. Gray had gotten sick. So Neal came in and was helping Gray get through his deadlines while Gray was taking care of himself. This is a 23 by close to 15 or 14 and 3/4 Sunday page. And this is all Neal pencil and ink. It is true that Dennis Cohen helped out on the dailies. He did not help out on the Sunday.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Something just happened to the freaking Instagram as I was zooming in.
Okay.
I have Dad's face, but I don't have any. I don't know what happened to Instagram. All right, Instagram, we're going to be right back on you. We're going to keep going with Facebook and YouTube. Sorry, I don't know. Something just crazy went happen with Instagram. It just went to a blurry image. I don't know how that happened.
Okay. I will wait. Because I think it was Instagram that was asking when are we going to original art. So. So we're just holding up for a minute while Zia gets Instagram back up.
Okay, Instagram is back up. I don't know what the hell happened.
That's okay. Crap happens. Crap happens, G. The biggest question is, do we have a price on this?
We do. I just have to find it because he's not where he was in my list.
Because I don't remember what we priced on that one.
Buck Rogers 3.
Okay, so this is $3,000 to buy. Because it lost its sticker. So this is $3,000 to buy. This is a published piece of Buck Rogers. It is a Sunday page. This is completely Neal Adams, pencil and ink. Stick that over here. Really nice piece of art. Happy Towers is back on Facebook. So Buck Rogers is our first original piece of Neal. It is $3,000 to buy. This can go on the payment plan. We put 1/3 to 1/4 down as a down payment, and you can pay it off over time. Each month, you just send us a payment that you can control the amount of. There's no interest or penalty when it's completely paid off. We ship the artwork out to you. Okay, I'm gonna move on.
When was Buck Rogers drawn? Michael Kirby wants to know.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, this goes back a ways. I would say this is probably in the 23, 4, 5 years ago category of life. Because this was done when we were on 45th Street. We've been in this building for at least 20 years.
Mm.
So I would say it's easily over 20.
Yeah.
So. Okay, next piece up, which a lot of people have asked me about this piece. This is the Batmobile. It has Batman and Robin in it. This is a piece that was not completed by Neal. This was in Neal's portfolio. It was a piece he was working on. We have left it the way Neal left it. It is 17 inches wide by like 13 inches tall. It is $6,000 to buy. It is signed by Neal, which is like odd that he signed it yet it wasn't finished yet. But we've had a lot of inquiries on this piece. It seems to be a piece that a lot of people are thinking about, looking at. It is a gorgeous piece. Nice car. Nice Batmobile. I'd buy it. Looks like a bat. Yeah, most of the time when Neal does a Batmobile, there is an element of a Corvette to it. I mean, Neal liked the sports car look of Batmobiles. So again, $6,000 for the Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile got awfully tanky as
the
it
movies.
evolved.
Yep, that is true. Okay, next one up is a Dark Phoenix. She is 8.5 by 11. She is $1,900 to buy. This is a piece that Zia has gone back into. and made her pop a little bit more. We pulled the contrast a bit by adding white paint. I'm starting to run out of room. So I'm gonna move all my stuff.
Well, do you want to scoot back this way? Because it was just your angle kept on going that way.
No, I'm just going to move this. Usually I put it down on my round table, so I'm going to do that now.
You okay? Yeah. No avalanches now.
No avalanche. So this is pen and ink. Neal. Color originally on this was Jason, and then Zia has gone back in, popped a number of her whites, popped her eyes a bit. The price on this is
$1,900.
$1,900. The size of this is 8.5 by 11, and she is signed by Neal. I think this is a really nice piece for the price. And now that we've popped her a little bit, I think she really looks nice. I'm going to move on. Okay, Batman Solo Shadow.
We get faster at dropping the older prices for the next piece. Or else we're going to get in trouble.
Okay. All right. So this piece is $10,000 to buy. It is 11 by 14, full figure Batman with a really nice Batman shadow below, signed by Neal. This is a very black to white Batman. Lots of nice line art in the inking, and really nice cape and shadow work. It is familiar to Batman Rebirth, but doesn't Batman Rebirth have the one with the blood in the hand?
Yeah, he's gripping his hand.
Yeah, he's gripping his hand. So again, $10,000 for this piece. It's 11 by 14. It is a signed piece by Neal.
And if you want to, you can swap out while the thing is running because it's not gonna.
Okay. Okay. Next piece we're going to do is Batman Aggro Pencil. So this is a prelim pencil.
Jesse Schnape, you're saying yes, I'll take it. Is that the Batman ink?
We're going to hold.
Are you claiming the inked Batman that we just showed?
For $10,000?
For $10,000?
Or are we talking about the Batman?
He says yes, the Batman ink.
Okay.
Okay. What we're going to need you to do, thank you very much, is direct message us, and we'll need your real name, your PayPal email address, and your mailing address. And thank you very much for your purchase.
Really nice piece of art. You're a lucky person. And what was his name?
Jesse, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
Schneep? I'm not going to try to pronounce it. SCHNIEPP.
Yep. Okay. And that's how it is on Instagram.
That's how it is on Instagram, yes. So this is BM Solo Shadow.
Okay. Time for a
big bomb.
MOA bomb. Okay, I just want to get names on this and get it in its proper place so that we're not, and I will
Yeah, they're all like, whoa.
we're all in a state of shock. Okay, we can, let's see, we can do a new confetti cannon, or we can do, I think I got one more butterflies. So for 10,000, you can pick. Oh wait, I don't know what this is. I don't think this is butterflies. They look like they're both.
So do you want the bomb that has the black with the multicolor, or do you want the lighter multicolor bomb? We don't know what's in them really.
You can pick your bomb. Mother of all bombs. I don't have the bad baby bomb.
Yeah, no, we blew the bad bomb. So Jesse, which bomb would you like? If you're still there.
Did you run away?
I don't know. If I just claimed a $10,000 piece, I might run away too.
Rattling my piggy banks. All right, I'm gonna pick the black one because that's a new one. You're right. Here comes Mother of all bombs. All right, ready, Z?
Oh, wait. He said the butterflies. So I think the lighter one.
All right. I don't think that is butterflies. Wait a minute. I might have butterflies over here. Let me see, because I have one box left. I think these are butterflies.
Okay.
Hold on, everybody.
Chris is fetching you the butterflies.
For 10 grand, he deserves whatever
bomb he wants.
bomb he wants. So we'll open up the box and pull out some butterflies. Yeah.
Do you need help?
No. It's just, getting the plastic to start, but then once you get it started, then it's okay. I thought I was out, but then I saw this earlier.
Happy Tower says, I'd choose C4 in an abandoned building.
So would Chris. And that's why you can't let me have stuff like that.
Nope.
So,
I think I've been a bad influence on my sister.
here we go.
All right, butterflies.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I'm going the wrong way.
We go half.
Whoa! Butterfly.
Nice.
And I'm deaf.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. Those are your butterflies. Nice. And I'm going to put this in a safe place. Put this over here. Thank you. Just make sure to direct message us so that we know where that's going. Yowzers. Okay, congratulations. Nice purchase. I think everybody's in a state of shock. Okay, here we go. Batman Aggro Pencil. So this is a prelim. It is on 8.5 by 11 paper, and it is $700 to buy. I think Zia died.
I may have.
I just want you guys to know Zia's right now covered in butterflies over there.
Yeah, I know. I felt them falling off the top of my head. Well, my Muppet hair is conducive to holding on to butterflies.
Yeah.
So, there we go. Sorry.
No, don't feel inadequate.
Happy Towers, you have been a steady supporter like everybody else
That's
here.
right.
So we love everybody all
Right.
equally.
Exactly. And, most of the time it just has to do with favorite pieces. Now, I will say that is one of Chris's favorite pieces that's leaving me. So I will look at it a lot over the next couple of days. Okay, 8.5 by 11. This is $700 to buy. A nice Batman.
And Jesse says 700 looks good. Thanks.
Does 700 mean you want to claim it, or it just looks good?
Are we throwing money around today here, Jesse? Because I got a painting to sell you if you want.
So 8.5 by 11 Batman aggro pencil. $700. Okay. Next one is going to be the Batman Joker.
Hi, Gustavo.
Okay, this is 11 by 14.
Hold on. Steve Ritchie Art is asking, was it signed? The pencil no is not signed.
But we give a certificate of authenticity with it, stating that it is drawn by Neal. So you get that with it. Anything that isn't signed by Neal, we do give away a certificate of authenticity with it. If it is signed by Neal, you can buy a certificate of authenticity if you would like.
Okay, a little discouraged is saying, what books do I get for Neal Adams Dead Man? There is a Neal Adams Dead Man collection. If you could go to our store, right, we have two stores. We have the store here where we sell prints and original art.
NealAdamsStore.com.
You can go to NealAdamsStore.com. Your other option is on Instagram. There is the Krusty Bunker. Is it the Krusty Bunker or Krusty Bunker? I think it's Krusty Bunker. Look up Krusty Bunker, and that is our comic book shop, our brick and mortar comic book shop, and they will have it there.
But if you're looking for the old stuff in a collected edition, I'm pretty sure we do have that at the NealAdamsStore.com.
Yep.
And Neal is spelled Neal, just to, because a lot of people forget that.
Or they get corrected by the phone.
Right. Okay, so what we're looking at is an 11 by 14 Joker punching Batman.
I'm so happy when StreamYard gets Instagram working cleanly on their thing, because then I don't have to.
Right. This is pencil and ink Neal. Color on this is Zia. It is signed by Neal. It is a signed piece. This is $2,000 to buy. Joker using his muscle on Batman.
I'm all over the place.
Here we go. 11 by 14 Joker punching out Batman.
Woo! Down the elevator shaft.
No, they don't hear it.
One of our floors is a party floor.
No, one of our floors is actually a bridal photographer. But it seems like on Friday night he's doing birthday parties.
Oh, that's
the bridal.
Oh, okay, the bridal one.
The bridal one had 100 people like 2 Fridays ago party. So he seems to have Friday nights to do parties now.
I see.
Okay, Happy Tower says the color of Joker's suit is perfect. And the shadow.
I will say I finally got the perfect Joker colors in Olo. Don't remember exactly which markers I used, but I can tell you if you really want to know. Just DM me and I'll let you know.
Bill Bernanke says great color.
Thank you.
Cute Batman piece. Okay, we're going to do Hulk pencil girder. Okay, this is a Hulk piece by Neal. It is a finished pencil render. It is 3,000 to buy. The size on this is 1114. It is signed by Neal. Again, 11 by 14 is the size of this, and it's where Neal is using his pencil as ink. Yeah, this.
Thank you for using it, Happy Towers.
And again, Hulk is 3,000 to buy.
I think Hulk can be compared to a hill. I don't think you're too far off there. It may have been autocorrect, but it wasn't an incorrect autocorrect.
It's really hard to work in comics with autocorrect.
Yeah.
Because we have the tendency to spell things a little differently, or it's just such a weird word. It thinks you're making another word that you're not making. But there are days, like especially like doing billing stuff, it's always fixing. Wonder how often Neal would sharpen his pencil. He always had one of his electric sharpeners with him. He was never afraid to sharpen his pencil.
Thank you, Gustavo. Actually, Chris got me this great blue one that Dad sort of took. And
if you had a good pencil sharpener,
the best.
And Dad would like go around the studio testing sharpeners, if you had a good one, it was gone.
But that blue one you got me, because the other cool thing about it is if you had it had this dial, so you could do like thicker ones or thinner pencils.
Right.
But Dad nicked that one, and I can't say as I blame him. He more than earned it.
I used to stick my eyeshadow pencils in.
Oh, and Dad didn't kill you?
No, he never bitched about that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he noticed it.
How did it not like tear the tip off of your eyeshadow?
You have to be really careful when you do it. Yeah. But pencil sharpeners are great for eyeliner pencils. You know, I had no respect for Dad's equipment.
No, I know. He smushed his brushes and his pen points.
I need my eyeliner pencil sharpened. I'm using yours. You steal my sharpeners, I use yours.
There you go.
You know, you live. It's a rat race up here, Z.
That is true. It's dog eat dog world in here.
Yep. Okay. Batman yelling. Ah! This is what Dad looks like after Chris screws up his brushes.
Mm-hmm. Chris!
There's a lot of that.
Chris, what did you do?
8.5 by 11. This is a finished pencil render with some ink.
Yes.
Again, Neal is using his pencil for doing shadowing. I would say he used a pencil sharpener an awful lot on this one. There's even lines that come in front of his face to show the anger energy that is coming out of him. This gives me post-stress syndrome.
PTSD?
Yes, because this is what Dad looks like when he yells at me. This is 3,000 to buy, 8.5 by 11. Yes, there is. Pedro is on Wednesday nights, and he's coming up with a really cool thing for you guys this Wednesday.
Nice.
I was like, whoa, that's a cool one. And then Rich is getting better, but he's still, he's a little COVIDed.
Yeah, he's still contagious. So.
He's still a little contagious, but he is getting better. He is feeling better. We spoke to him today. This is a sign piece by Neal, and it is 3,000 to buy.
Is that Batman itching?
It should be. Definitely should be. Okay. Next up is for my Superman people. Okay, so this is Soup's Modern. Now this is 1,800 to buy. I believe Neal did this at the time period he was working on his Coming of the Supermen, where he did a slightly modernized Superman suit.
I need to butt in real quick.
Yes.
Rich does better music, but he's not running 2 cameras and like the new system at the same time. So give me a chance. Once StreamYard gets Instagram working properly on it, I'm going to do way better with the music, I promise you. I only got 1 head and 2 hands.
I don't know if you did get it on your construction worker, guys. Kelly, I'm not sure about that. Wear a mask. The size of this is 11 by 14. Well, I think maybe on slightly smaller, but no, he's covering it a lot. He's a big piece.
Yeah, well, I think the piece of paper that he's actually drawn on is probably 9 by 12.
Okay, so he's 9 by 12 that we have put on a larger piece of paper. It is signed by Neal. And it is 1,800 to buy.
That, and I'm working off of my phone rather than a laptop, so I can't like organize the list of the music.
Yeah. Okay, there is Superman.
You said your Halloween intro for a show last year was badass, though. Thank you. I thought so.
What about our Martha Stewart and Julia
Child? Yes.
You got to get through, because I think we did our front end so well that people didn't realize it was us joking. So I have to junk up the front end of that a little bit. Okay.
Oh, you mean just during the title sequence?
Yes, during the title sequence. This is Dr. Doom versus Dracula. This is Neal's prelim to a piece that he did. And the price on this is
$1,200.
$1,200. Now, this is a piece that I would buy. This is not a signed piece, so this would get a
Certificate of authenticity?
Or with that.
The sticker?
No, this would get a certificate.
Okay.
Stickers really are just for the prints.
Is your camera plugged into the same wall as the freight? Yes. That's why it hums.
Yeah, because we turned up. And that actually, the humming you're hearing is probably our heater. Because our color Xerox is shut off. That's not that. So this, I'm just going to point this out. This is a piece I would buy. It is 11 by 14. This would be one of those pieces that I would leave out there for a while. No one would pay attention to it. And then somebody would go, she's right. That's a pretty cool Dr. Doom right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice piece. $1,200 is a nice price. You got Dracula hanging out over there.
See, what you need to do, Chris, is you need to decide, okay, if it doesn't go tonight, I'm taking it home, and then somebody will buy it.
Well, this is a piece that I would snatch. So $1,200, great piece. A certificate of authenticity would go with it. It is Dr. Doom. Neal never draws Dr. Doom. So you would be one of the few out there with a Dr. Doom. Happy Towers. You got a great piece with the Shazam piece.
No kidding.
So, but Dr. Doom, I love all the bad guys. I do like Shazam though. I do have a soft spot. One of the first like superhero black and white things I saw was Shazam in the 8th Street movie theater on 8th Street. Where Zia saw Rocky Horror all the time. I saw the Batman Robin old black and white serials, and I got to see Shazam. So I do have a soft spot for Shazam.
Shazam.
Okay, this is a cool piece. This is a piece that Neal, I think, originally had designed for the Batman Forever movie. And I think Neal was designing stuff before they came in and they said, nope, we're going to do kind of an Art Deco different way of going about it. And so Neal had done some pieces prior. This is one of those pieces prior. And what you're looking at is Batman who is standing over like a puddle of water, and you're seeing the reflection of underneath Batman. I love the Shazam. I used to read him when I was 8 in the hospital. Oh, well, then you have a special place. So what you should do is I would get one of the comics you remember from when you were 8 and frame it with your Shazam. That would be pretty cool.
And Steve Ritchie Art says, I have the only Solomon Grundy profile guaranteed from Nashville Con.
I'm sure you probably do.
Yeah,
I
can't say I've ever seen.
So this piece is $2,000 to buy. It is signed by Neal.
You know, Chris and I are a little bummed that this piece never went to finish because I think this would have been awesome.
It is a great composition. It's one of those Neal, nicely designed. Because again, I think Neal was going a little designy because this was going to be for a style guidebook. So
perhaps another Adams needs to do something with the design.
2,000.
Rances 27 says, I'll take it.
Cool.
Sweet.
Okay, another buy for the night. Okay, so who is this?
I'll have to spell it out for you, so let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
ERANCES 27.
Okay, on Instagram. So just make sure to direct message us your real name, your address where I'm shipping, and an email that we can invoice you at. And this is, as Andrew just said, a lovely piece. I will second that. This is a gorgeous piece. I'm really jealous. I really wanted this for myself. But yes, it's a great piece. And I hope you enjoy it when you get it. It's a nice buy. This is a big bomb night, so we're going to go. You want the white bomb or the black bomb? We've never done the black bomb. So we're not
quite somebody got it off of YouTube.
I don't know what's in the black bomb.
Eran says, yes, comes with a certificate of authenticity.
Yes, because it's not a signed piece.
Okay, so which bomb would you like? Would you like
black or white?
The black bomb or the light?
This piece is signed by Neal.
Oh, that one does have a signature.
Yeah,
okay, so it has a signature. So if you want an additional certificate of authenticity, it's $30.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm running out of breath as I was saying that.
This is a signed piece. So when they're not signed, we are giving the certificate of authenticity to go with it. If it is signed and you would like a certificate, it's an additional $30 for that certificate. And while you're thinking about that, do you want black or white?
Yeah, which bomb do you want? You get a big bomb.
Art gets big bombs.
Waiting. He says black bomb.
Black bomb. Okay, here we go. Never done a black bomb. I don't know what's in it.
This is a new bomb, so we don't know how it's going to come out.
Are we ready? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you aimed it right over bitches.
Oh, it's got good hang.
See, Chris starts off aiming it relatively straight up, but then she closes her eyes.
I have 2 sets of light bulbs to hit with my bomb.
I know, but then you close your eyes and then your aim shifts.
Well, because...
They always tell you if you're going to shoot something,
we're going to go to party balloon.
Shoot with your eyes open. He'll tell you from his sniper training. There you go. He says, I'll DM you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is a great piece. Great piece. Love it. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. Bye. See, all my pieces are going tonight.
But that's what it's supposed to do, honey. Okay, Beaker.
Okay, we're doing color Batman Moon. Okay, color Batman Moon. Is 8.5 by 11? Now this is another piece Chris likes. Because I feel like it kind of has like an old school feel. Feels a little bit like that Carmine Infantino cover with Batman coming from the moon. This is pen and ink Neal, and it is colored by Jason. It is signed at the bottom near the buildings. Nice action piece, and I kind of like the older feel coloring to this piece. This is $2,000 to buy. You'll see the signature come up right above those buildings. This is a piece we've had for a while. It's had a couple of, I'm going to buy that, and then they decided to go with bigger pieces. So he's had a couple of like, I'm buying it, but then, oh, he saw something else, I'm going to go bigger. So he's kind of come back a little bit to us. So he is liked. People do like this piece. Yeah, this is another Dynamite layout and drawing. Exactly. And what's interesting is Neal doesn't usually do a cape that's that kind of broken up.
Mm.
So it is different for Neal. It's got a lot of different going on. So $2,000 for Batman with the moon. Next up, I told you it was going to be a big Batman night. You guys are going to have to come in for my Weird Wednesdays if you're not watching Weird Wednesdays. Okay, so this is the story about this one. This is on 11 by 14 paper. Now, Neal and Jason, who is son of Neal, basically came up with the idea of doing recreation covers. That covers for Neal Adams have like disappeared off the marketplace for so many years that it's hard to get a cover. And when I say a cover, I'm talking about a cover that you fell in love with. There are covers that are out for sale a lot on the internet and Heritage and stuff like that. But there are people who have their faves. But those recreation covers were very expensive to buy. So Jason came up with the concept of why not do certain panels as recreations. So that is what this reflects. This is a panel recreation from Redwater Crimson Death. This is actually a panel that Neal loved because, once again, he's being very smart. He's showing that capes can be a little dangerous and that Batman's cape almost gets caught underneath the gating that's coming down and going slam into the ground. This is pencil and ink and lettered by Neal. This, I don't know if this is a signed piece by Neal.
No, it is not signed.
Okay, so Neal didn't sign this, but Neal was, I mean, we used to sign pieces when pieces got sold. So this is a piece that we've had for a while. It is $3,800 to buy. It is colored by
Me.
Zia. So this would get a certificate of authenticity that would go along with it. Zia definitely can sign it. But it's Batman. Right, it's from Redwater Crimson Death as a story. And again, this was a fave of Neal's. Phil was nice enough to say it's a panel from Brave and the Bold 93 when he visits the House of Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this again is a piece where if you watched our shows in the past, Neal did that thing where he takes a razor blade and to make that white spray that's kind of coming from Batman's butt.
The deckled speed lines.
Right, deckled speed lines. He would take a razor blade and actually cut into the top layer of the piece, as everyone in the family would sit around him going, I can't believe you do that. So this was a piece that Neal chose that he wanted to do as a recreation panel. Again, the price on this is $3,800. It would get a certificate of authenticity that would go along with it. And that's the story of this piece. I think this is like the last of our recreations. Panels left.
Yeah.
Is this. Okay, next up is Batman Standing Pencil. Now this is another one of Neal's pencil prelims for Batman. It is on 8.5 by 11 paper. It is $1,000 to buy. It would get a certificate of authenticity to go along with it. Again, really nice. To me, this is the pencil prelim that I like. And I like it because you see how Batman's cape falls over his shoulder, but yet you're seeing, because it's still the pencil prelim, you're seeing where Neal is placing the shoulder, how the cape is draping around that shoulder.
And this is awfully close to a finished pencil right now.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, this is very tight,
Right.
at least on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sort of loosens up towards the bottom, which is a nice sort of transition too.
Right. But to me, I love the caping to the arm and how he's working both of those things out. Okay, so the price on this is $1,000 to buy. This would get a certificate of authenticity that would go along with it. Nice piece. Okay, here we go. The next one is a big one. Now, if you've watched our show, this is a piece we've had for a while. This is the Color Harley and Spatter Joker. Okay, so this is a piece that we actually brought the price down on. We've had this piece for a long time, and we broke on the price. So here we go. This piece is, this is the one that's almost 17.
Yeah, it's 11 by 16.
11 by 16. It is pencil and ink Neal. It is, of course, Harley Quinn. It has a Joker splatter background, which is Zia. The color on this is a combination of Tim Shin and Zia on the Harley Quinn figure. And this is a signed piece by Neal. So it is a large piece. It is Harley Quinn. It is signed by Neal. We have brought the price down on this to $3,000. The art on this is great. Signed by Neal. Again, this is a piece that goes back to Neal being on the show with us. You can see Neal showing this piece, talking about this piece. It is highly documented out there. The price now on it is $3,000. It has come down considerably. And it is Harley and Joker. Butterflies are still falling.
All that.
It's not as bad as our old ceiling. Our old ceiling We used to have stuff falling all the time.
Well, because it would jam in the
Yep,
drop ceiling
exactly.
and then just
Okay.
flutter down in random moments.
Next one is Batman Published Illustrator. Okay, this is Batman who sits on 11 by 14 paper. This Batman is actually a patch, a redone patch. There was a patch in the Batman Illustrated. It was a Batman Peter Pan record story. I think Neal was dissatisfied with what Neal originally did. So he redid a patch that was within the same style that he originally did. And then he had this nice piece of art of Batman. And then I think Neal was deciding to put a building structure behind him, which is what you see penciled behind him and under him. And that Neal was now going to sell this as a illustrated piece. It has a Neal Adams signature. This is a published illustration right here. So the price on this is $7,000.
Yeah, they may be hooting and hollering downstairs, but we have bombs.
Nice Batman piece. This is actually a very nice Batman figure. And it is done in the taste of the past, the 70s Batman, Neal Adams time period as Zia breaks the place on the other
my
side.
own phone.
Or breaks the phone on the other side. Okay. I'm going to do a couple more pieces and we'll probably call it a night here. And then we will be back next Wednesday night for our weird Wednesday nights. Weird Wednesday. So what are we looking at? We are looking at Batman Forever. This is a Two-Face piece. So this is a pencil from the Batman Forever licensing book. That is Batman in the background, up in the air, Two-Face in the foreground. This is a little stylized to what they were looking for with the style guide. But again, it wasn't at the point of what they actually did because, again, it all became very Art Deco-y. So even the Two-Face here is not based on where they ended up going with this. So this is $1,800 to buy. It is signed by Neal. It is Batman and Two-Face. Again, this comes from the style guide for the Batman Forever movie. Nice pencil work by Neal. $1,800 is the price on this. Nice little Neal Adams signature there. I like this Two-Face. I agree with Andrew. It's a cool Two-Face. I'm not big in sometimes the beautiful Two-Face. Sometimes I do like this kind of ruggedy Two-Face, gangstery. Like, meh.
One of Mae West's mooks.
Yeah. Like a modernized Dick Tracy looking guy. A thug, in essence. So, it's a cool piece. I like this piece. All right. So, my last piece of this night, I think, is going to be, well, maybe I'll do Thor too. Okay, this isn't my last piece. I can do one more after this. Okay, so this is Superman, and this is a nice profile bust shot for the price of $1,500. You all have been seeing Zia's coloring. We are being I think we're taking some bold moves with the coloring, even though we are still tastefully coloring stuff. You've seen Zia's Dark Phoenix in motion. She put up today the bat, which we haven't even done the Batman. I forgot about this.
Oh, he's over your shoulder.
Yeah, I'll pull him down. We'll do Batman. So we'll do 2 more pieces. She did a Batman that is much darker than we traditionally do. That I think is kind of sweet. She's got video of her doing a fast motion coloring of it. So I would find, anybody who's into Superman besides Andrea. This is a great piece to have Zia, or if Andrea wants it, this is a great piece for Zia to color. I think this would come out so Superman.
Mm-hmm.
This may be a piece we might take in color. This is $1,500 to buy in its black and white form. It does have a Neal Adams signature on it. If you are interested in having it colored, you can always direct message us for a price for doing that. We don't have set prices. And Andy is saying, storm, storm, storm. Zia is awesome.
Thank you, Andrea.
Right. Your storm, actually, Andrea, your storm will leave Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get it for Wednesday night. So that will be coming your way if the guy actually picks up on Monday. Sometimes our mailman doesn't come when they're supposed to. So things don't always happen when they're supposed to. So again, Superman is $1,500. He can be colored. I would highly recommend a coloring by Zia on this. I think it would be very cool. And you get like a video when she's doing it. So like you get your piece in action. Okay, this is the Batman, Dark Batman City, which we worked on. And
You might want to take them out of the plastic.
Okay, I will take it out of the plastic. Zia says, take it out of the plastic. All right, this is a very neat piece. This is a piece we've had in black and white for a while. So since nobody was biting it, I was like, Zia, let's color it up. So we really pushed the contrast on this. We have a very hot light. It's very dark. It's got a very hot light on it. It is 8.5 by 11, pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Zia. There are many movies of Zia coloring this.
And what number did we pick for this?
2000.
Yes, Rich. Happy. You are correct.
But it came out gorgeous. This framed up. Holy smokes, Batman.
Thank you, Happy.
Again, a little different than what we've done in our past. But we're pushing the envelope a little bit. $2,000 is the price on this. I believe you'll sign this, right?
Yes, that does have a signature.
It does have a signature on it by Neal. Z will gladly put his signature on it. So it is a signed piece by Neal. This is like the last of our Batmans that are like this.
Yeah, it's as tight as I can go on that.
Yeah.
From here.
But gorgeous piece. $2,000 to buy.
Are you claiming it, Andrea? She's saying gotta claim it, but that doesn't mean you are you?
I'm gonna put it in the plastic. You put it in the plastic, man.
Ooh, plastic.
Well, I don't want the airbrush to get out.
Do you want help? She's claiming it.
Andrea, this is Batman, not Superman, just in case. I am teasing Andrea. Here we go.
Andrea gets our dark Batman.
Oh, damn. All right, Andrea. What bomb do I have? I have a white bomb.
Holy schmoly.
I have a black bomb. And I do have butterfly bombs.
Great Googa Mooga.
It is an awesome piece. I'm just going to go sit in Andrea's house when I feel like I need dad art. Can't wait till Andrea does her framing on it. It should be amazing.
You're gonna love this in person.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's very hot.
Even the scan and pan is not doing
What
it
did it
justice.
sell for? 2,000.
2,000.
All right,
Zia can pick
Andrea.
the bomb.
White bomb, black bomb, or butterfly bomb?
She's letting me pick the bomb.
Oh, Zia gets to pick the bomb.
Have we done a white bomb yet?
We haven't done a
Let's see
white
what we
bomb tonight. It's my last white bomb.
Let's do the white bomb.
Okay, white bomb it is. You want to shoot it off?
I just want to break
Zia
my
gets
phone,
to shoot it
apparently.
off, and she's hoping to get a new phone because she's
No, I don't, because I can't get a new phone.
And Aaron White says, congrats, Andrea. I was close to pulling the trigger on this one as well. Great pickup.
Woo! Cover your ears.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Long hang time on this one. Nice.
Yeah, these new bombs, the white and black bombs, have nice hang time on the. It's very partyish. So.
Well, we do have a party going on downstairs. Now we got a party going on over here.
Yeah, I think my party looks better than downstairs party. Okay, I'm going to put Andrea's name on this. And then I have one more piece for the night.
What more can we show, Chris?
I don't know. Okay, so Andrea, this is yours. All right, so I just want to point out to everybody, we are back on Wednesday nights, same Bat channel, across all the, Facebook and Instagram and everything else. And what?
Andrea says, I have a Lego Batwing on a wall. This will go under it paired with a Joker.
Sweet. That's
Nice.
pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You can always interrupt me.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't upset at all. So Wednesday nights is our Weird Wednesdays. Pete will be on with some comic thing that he really thinks either people missed but was really good. And he's like doing a lot of stuff for 13th Dimension with Dan. He's been doing a number of people's birthdays where mostly it has to do with like Neal's feelings about somebody or somebody that we've even worked with Neal. And he did a really nice piece on Rudy Nebres. He did a really nice piece. I forget who was the last person he did a piece on. I'm such a bad wife. But
Well, he wrote the thing about the octopus things with Green Lantern, Green Arrow, the alien.
oh well, he wrote
that
for us
book.
last Wednesday. But I'm just saying for 13th Dimension, he's been doing some pieces. So he got into the head of doing like weird comics that have come and gone, but they were good comics,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of bringing them back, and he talks about it on Wednesday night. People seem to be enjoying that. So I know Pete was also sick this week, so Pete just did a small little thing for me. But he will be back next week, and he was talking about what he found And once again, it sounds pretty amazing. I mean, it's nice to work at Continuity because you get to work with amazing people like Zia, but just don't tell her I say nice things like that. It's, working with Pete, which again, don't tell Pete I said that because I shouldn't be nice.
Well, Happy Tower says, Pete has me spending money. Jezebel Jade is awesome. I need to read Rudy Nevers. Yes, you do.
Well, the Rudy Nevers thing, that was just a thing about Rudy and Neal and stories about Rudy and Neal. So basically, there's nothing to buy on the Rudy thing.
Well, you can look up Rudy's books.
We can look up Rudy's books, yeah. Sure. The stuff that he's doing for 13th Dimension is really just kind of like Neal's relationship to other artists and stuff like that, or what Neal, like if Russ Heath were to come out, I know Pete would write a piece about Neal's feelings about Russ and stories about Neal and Russ. That's kind of what Pete is doing for 13th Dimension. For what he's doing for us on Wednesdays is finding these little golden gems that just kind of came and went and haven't been reprinted and people have kind of forgotten about. So it's kind of cool on Wednesday night. It's a little less buying all the time. I'm keeping Friday nights as our bigger Batman nights. Wednesday nights, we also pull out a lot more of our advertising work as well.
I think the last one that Pete did was Keith Pollard.
Yes, he did a piece on Keith Pollard, right, that he was really happy with. So like I said, those are, because we work with Keith Pollard. I know Pete and I wish we worked more with Keith Pollard. But Keith worked on a number of continuity comics with us. Yes, it's a Comic Nerd Corner Wednesday night. So to end my show tonight, I'm going to stop with my 11 by 14. This is a Thor. Again, this is like a pencil prelim. Again, I think this is a cool piece. It's on 11 by 14 paper. I love this one, the way I like the Batman with the cape. This one is Thor with a hammer, obviously. But it's raw. And sometimes Neal raw is equally cool. And this is a raw piece. This is 1,200 to claim. And I think Zia's got a... You have a pen that's going on this?
It's going.
It's going? Okay, there we go. So you can see it a little bit better. If you're on Instagram, I highly recommend jumping to Facebook, because on Facebook...
Or YouTube.
You get to see the pan and scans where we come in tighter on the art. It's not just the camera focusing, but we're moving in and around on the pieces. So you may want to jump on Neal Adams Comic Artist on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, it is nealadams.com, but you got to spell that as NEALADAMSDOTCOM. But I like this Thor. It's a real hunky Thor. I don't know if Neal is redesigning his costume here, or not quite sure. But this is a cool piece. 1,200 to buy, and it's on 11 by 14 paper. It is not signed by Neal, so it would get a certificate of authenticity that would go along with it. So, great piece. I think that's going to be my last piece for the night, because we're already 10 of 10.
I'm getting the Schweebies.
And Zia's getting the Schweebies. Zia and I, like I said, are going to be around and up at Continuity tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions, if you need to see something, or if there's any problems, you can always direct message us. We're going to be around for sure up here. What are we doing up here tomorrow? What are we working on?
Well,
I'm cleaning up, but you're painting.
I'm catching up on some coloring. I gotta get done.
Okay.
And painting.
Zia's going to be coloring and painting. You know, when we're together, we always go in the middle of the day and we do some kind of silly video together. Mm-hmm. So there'll probably be something stupid from us up.
Well, if it's us, it's going to be stupid. So.
And we are working out our Valentine's show, which should be another big crazy show for Valentine's Day or around Valentine's Day. So again, remember, next Wednesday night, we will be here with our Weird Wacky Wednesdays.
Yep, starting at about 7:15, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Right. I want to say thank you to everyone who has bought from us and keep us alive here at Continuity. I want to say thank you for the people who bought tonight. That was a big surprise, a very nice uplifting surprise. It's what keeps us in business and keeps us going. This is what we do now, besides trying to get books out. I am very excited and want to push Scott Dumbert's IDW Gallery Book of Neal's is coming together. It's going to be a package. You guys are going to be so happy. And Continuity is also going to get, I believe, 2 different covers with a smaller print run that will have the same interiors. We're going to have different covers that will be announced soon. So there's going to be a number of different covers coming out on this gallery book. That should drive everybody crazy. I don't know how you're going to pick a cover. You're all going to be screaming, I have to buy 2 of these stupid books now because I need this cover and this cover. And I'm sorry we did that to you, but it just was too much good stuff that it was very hard to pick a cover as being a cover.
And he says, oh, geez.
So we're very excited that that's coming together really nicely. When I can announce what our covers are going to be, that you guys will be the first to know. So just hold before you start putting in what you want. I got one pre-order in already for the artist edition. Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what covers Chris is doing. And those are only going to be sold by us. And they're limited runs on the ones that I'm getting. So that was part of the deal of why I broke and decided to do this gallery book for everybody. Was Neal's biggest fight on the gallery books was that the creatives on the gallery books, just so you guys know, generally have to work to make any money. DC gets a nice license fee, I'm sure, from IDW. IDW gets nice money by putting out the book. And the artists are given books so that they can sign them and sell them or draw pictures in them and sell them. But an artist has to do something to make money on them. So Neal was kind of a little bent that the way the money structure of the reprints and stuff was set that way. So we kind of removed Neal out of the equation of doing a gallery book. When Scott came together, we both came together with the thought process of how can we make this work? What would make me happy? What's going to make Scott happy? So we came up with that I can get very limited runs of 2 covers that will be different than his covers, and that we would be able to sell them from Continuity exclusively. So that's why I'm warning you guys. Wait till you see what our covers are going to be before you start putting in your pre-orders. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Zia is going to say goodnight.
Good night.
And as soon as I can tell you what my covers are, I will let you guys know firsthand what they are. I'm going to say goodnight. We'll be back Wednesday. Hopefully Rich will be with us. Hopefully Marilyn just came on, which is why I just said Marilyn. Hopefully Rich will be with us back, and Pete will be with us, and Marilyn is saying goodnight to everyone. So good night, and stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.